Welcome, welcome, my beautiful Taurus. Brenda here, and I'm here to bring you your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of January the 31st to February the 2nd, 2022. So starting off right off the bat in your first row, you've been given, exposed, and revealed. Something might be surfacing that might have happened in the past that left you kind of feeling embarrassed, out of sorts, but also somebody could be leaving something that is detrimental to you, defamatory, out on social media. Keep your eyes open to that and delete them ASAP. This is about letting the past go, healing through that, not burying the situation, but delving with it and letting it go once and for all. I think you're going to be able to do that because you've got the Chariot, and the Chariot is all about, getting out there and realizing that, yeah, there's going to be tough times. There are risks. There's consequences with the situation like that, but going out there with the mindset that you can turn this over to a positive situation. The Chariot, I call him the champion. He goes in there with all those thoughts in his head, but he knows if he deals with them and he feels positive about it, he'll move forward. And this is why he comes out as a beautiful champion. Now, some of you may be also planning a trip. You may be having to take a road trip somewhere, whether it's personal for a vacation, or whether it has to do with work related. But I do see you taking a road trip that has to do with driving in a vehicle with wheels. You're going to be communicating as well with those and building your legacy here. Three of Pentacles says you may be working hard towards a situation here, and in the course of this, you may be creating a team of your own. You're a very good team player yourself, so don't be afraid to bring other people into your circle this week, and make it clear and concise what you want, what you have to convey with your information. I think you're going to come out of a situation here, if you're dealing with something that's surfaced, that's left you having to discuss, you're going to discuss it articulately as a team, and everybody, I think, will work out fine. You're all working for the same goal here, and that's harmony, success, and happiness. So I do believe that you're going to come out ahead this week if you're dealing with something that's surfaced here this week that's left you having to finally and deal with unresolved issues. So you're definitely going to be moving ahead here, but I think you're going to be conferring with others and working it out together, because there's strength in power, there's strength in numbers, and I think you're going to be doing that. Now, coming in next, you have the Deep Freeze card, and this is saying, you know what, it's time to rest up, step back, and put all your arguments on ice right now. Nothing beneficial will come out of any of it if you decide you're going to argue. If you want to go in and be amicable and have a discussion, that's fine. But I think right now there could be a situation that's requiring you to step back from it, because look what you have. You have the Five of Wands, and that's the card of competition, the card of struggle, the card of having to prove and defend and promote yourself all the time. And right now you're being told that you need to just step back, think about it, and it's not the right time to do this. If you're having opposing energy around you, these are tough times. And sometimes, we get up in our head if we're feeling anxious and react in the moment and then regret. Pick your battles wisely. Don't allow yourself to constantly struggle like this. Deep Freeze says step back from it. Okay? Think about it. Don't go jumping in with both feet. Take care of your needs. And while you're there taking care of your own needs, you're going to stop feeling this way, this anxiousness, this having to compete and struggle with anybody coming in this week that wants to poke you with a stick and do that. Great card here, though, coming in with the Five of Wands is the King of Pentacles, shadowing that card. Definitely you're going to be able to work things out. This is, maybe you've been struggling with financial issues. This King has to do with large organizations and could have to do with large lending institutions as well, or government, things like that. But I do think that you're going to be able to make a really good decision here. This says step up into your confidence. It's the Midas Touch card, which says you can resolve all these issues if you communicate articulately and you think on your feet and you keep your head and your wits about you. King of Pentacles is a great card that says you're not going to have to worry too much this week about finances, particularly because it is the Pentacle card here, which often refers to the material part of our life, but it's all about good news coming in. It's all about good energy. It's about the shift of that. I love the King of Pentacles because it says you can't make a bad decision if you take your time and think about it. Okay? Now, in your center position, you have the wind chimes, peace and harmony. So as you flow through this week, I think you're going to be resolving issues if you're articulate and you take your time, whether they're personal issues with someone or they're business issues with someone. So I do think if you take your time and also taking care of yourself, okay, take care of your own needs here, right? Take time. That's what the deep freeze is about as well. Taking time to soothe yourself. Maybe it's time for you to have a day just to yourself doing nothing, or reading your special book, or watching your special movie, or having a pedicure, a manicure, a massage, whatever the case is, if you have the resources to do that. Take care of yourself. Now, Two of Wands says this could be partnership, getting together with someone else, watching for your ship to come in, having the vision of prosperity and success. I love this card because it talks about you having that vision and maintaining that, okay? Maintaining that ability to look forward to your future with optimism. So, you know, some of you could be going the distance here, right? Maybe you're going the distance here, working hard towards your goal, and now you're waiting to see the results, what you've proposed, what you've put out there into the universe. And I think you're going to see prosperity coming in because of it. You know, you're improving, and this is improvement in your career, especially your career. But I do think that you need to consider partnership here with those who have the same skills as you do that can complement your joint endeavor. Okay, going for what you want. And any negotiations this week that you're having, they're going to work out smoothly. So I wouldn't worry about that. But I think you're going to have contracts and business agreements starting to present themselves too. And they may have to do with money, because look what you got, the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is the message about good money, the good news about money. So I think if you've been negotiating and signing papers for that, or maybe you're dealing with something at work, know that things are going to work out in your favor, because when this page shows up, that's what he comes with. He comes with good news about financial matters. And, you know, and it's going to come sooner rather than later, apparently. Now, you are moving forward at a steady pace, and you may also be thinking about changing things up here. You may be taking, you know, an online course or going back to school to get your degree in something as well. So you're doing your research here, and, you know, you're working out the finances right now this week in your life. And I do think you're going to hear good news about your finances here, which is awesome. Now, coming in your next row, you have the fixed moon, and it says hold your vision. So definitely don't go out of alignment. Don't go off your path. You're going in the right direction. The things and the changes and the things that you're doing this week are definitely meant to happen. So keep moving forward. Take control of it, because you've got the Emperor, and the Emperor is a leader, taking control of your life, your emotions, where it is you want to go this week, planning it, being organized, being articulate, making out your lists and ticking them off as you go through this week is what's going to guide you. I think you're in the process of making some changes this week. So many. The theme is moving through that this week with people. If you're asked to step up and promote yourself, teach something, be the leader that you are, because you have those gifts within you to do this. So stepping up and taking control this week and being the leader that you can be here is going to help you. Keep moving towards that goal, whatever it is you're planning this week. I think some of you could be thinking about stepping out. Maybe this is the right time to step out and create your own business, be your own boss, be your own employer. And you could be thinking about that. You have leadership qualities. So if you've been thinking about that, I wouldn't be afraid to go forward. You're making the changes right now, because you have the Queen of Swords coming in, and she's all about cutting cords and getting rid of things that no longer serve her, going out on a new journey, forging out there on her own independently. And, you know, the Emperor's independent too. He's capable of being his own boss. And I think you, with this powerful Queen of Swords coming in with this Emperor, I think a lot of you have decided you're going in a new direction on your own, whether it's you're leaving a relationship to go on your own and be your own boss and live independently and be in control of your own life only, or whether it's, you know, you're going out into business. But you're definitely moving in a new direction. You've got vision to do that now, taking control of your emotions and going for what you want, and not allowing anything to hold you back. You know, she's very strong. She cuts out everything that doesn't serve her. And I admire her. A lot of people find her hard and crass and, you know, aggressive, but I don't. I find her finally seeing the light and saying, hey, I'm worthy of this, and I'm not going to put up with this anymore, and I'm letting it go so that I can free myself of these chains, these burdens, and go after my own life and my own vision and my own happiness. So it's beautiful. Now, in your last row here, you have Surrender your need to always be right. So give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help you resolve conflicts and improve any relationships that you're dealing with. So there could be some opposing energy this week. You might be having discussions with people. We talked about the Five of Wands, having to defend yourself all the time. But I think at the end of the day, if you communicate with them together, and just step back and not allow your emotions to take precedence this week in the heat of the moment, I think you'll see that any discussions you're having with people this week can be resolved. So try to step back and hold your breath and not get involved in things like that. If you can avoid it this week, think about things before you speak, because we can't take back words that we say. Now, the Ten of Swords says you could have been feeling as though you were held down. You had, you couldn't get up, you couldn't move forward, but now that's over. Ten of Swords says this particular moment is over. Often it's representative of a man laying down with all these swords stabbing him in the back. He's bleeding to death. He's been betrayed. He's been stabbed in the back. All of these emotions could come in here as well. And this could be this exposed and revealed story that comes forward that you have to let go. Okay, you have to deal with the root issue here, communicate about it, and then let it go. And I do think that's going to happen here. I think you're cutting out things from your life that this particular week, that you've come to that conclusion. You're cleaning house and you're saying, I'm getting rid of this. I don't need it anymore. And you're getting up, and now you have the vision to go forward in a brand new direction. So this is over now. This when we go down and we're on our knees and we're at rock bottom, we feel as though we're held down. The only direction is up, and now you're going to be able to do that. And again, it might have had to do with work. Okay, you might have felt that you had this happening at your place of employment. You pushed very hard. You took a lot of workload on. Maybe it was in a relationship for others where you were in a one-sided relationship and you were doing all the investment and the hard work. But I think you're cleaning house and you're getting rid of these things. You're moving forward in a new direction. You're not going to take on the burdens anymore of overloading yourself and giving yourself burnout here. I do believe that you're moving forward in a better position, and things are going to be easier for you as you traverse this next part of your journey here. So definitely lightening your load. You've had your struggles. You took on a lot of hard energy and work here that you had to deal with, but you did. But I do think you're going forward now. Things will get better for you, whether it's because you're letting go of things that don't serve you anymore, and taking control of your own life this week, where it is you want to go, realizing that you have to deal with unresolved issues and walk away from them. But I think you're going to find at the end of the day, because your crowning energy is the peace and harmony card of the wind chimes. So there is good news coming in. You've got the Midas touch. You've got the Page of Pentacles, good news about money, and the Champion card here with the Chariot. So definitely things will work out this week, but it doesn't come without struggle. Okay, you have to deal with those issues this week in order for this to smooth over and for you to be able to hold that vision to go for what it is you want. Beautiful. Well, I want to get back to this Two of Wands and also the Emperor here, because the Emperor is about taking control and going for what you want. The Two of Wands is about partnering up or having discussions with someone else. Okay, so some of you may be dealing with another person here where you're going to be having discussions, and there is power in numbers if it has to do with your job, or you could just be having a conversation with somebody at your place of employment that might be in partnership with you. Okay, but I think you're head of something here. You're going to be able to stand up and be head of something, be your own leader, your own boss as well. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic week here to look forward to, Taurus. Always know that I continue to send you many blessings and much love, and I'll see you soon.